Hi. 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 I'm Robin Foley. I am a money mindset and life coach. And I'm also a portrait photographer. And I only bring that up here right now because of what I want to talk about today. I'm going to go a little free form today. I don't have anything written or scripted, but what I want to talk about is becoming intimately involved with your money and how that's been one of the smartest things that I've ever done, even though I really dragged my feet and I hated it at first. So it's kind of going to be a combination of story time and practical steps if you choose to take them. So back in the day when I was strictly a portrait photographer, and just starting my business doing that. My husband was working in computer graphics, and we got hit really hard with some big changes, the housing bubble in the United States, and computer graphics kind of fleeing Los Angeles, where we live. And we had young kids, we didn't want to move. And we ended up in a situation where we were underemployed a lot of the time, and me being self-employed made things really tricky. So in an effort to sort of figure out how to pay bills and figure out how much money we had and paying off debt when we didn't have enough money, I resorted to paying bills weekly. He was getting paid weekly, and me as a freelancer, my money was coming in very intermittently. So I figured out a way for me to take one day a week and sit down and pay what I could pay that week. And over time, that has developed into something that I have continued to do because it got me so intimately involved with our money, with how much money we currently have, with how much money we need to spend over the next week, over the next 4 weeks, over the next 6 months. Like I got really, really granular with everything. And it was so tremendously helpful. So essentially, what I do now is I take larger bills and I break them out into 4 or 5, depending on how many months there are. How many weeks there are in a month, and I not subtract it, divide things. Sorry, we're off the cuff here, so we're going to keep these mistakes in. I divide it into 4 or 5 weeks, and I pay that weekly. And what it causes me to do is to sit down to my computer, to sit down to my bank accounts, to my credit accounts, and look at where my money is at. So there's never any surprises. And where I used to be before there was this situation for me, and when there was not enough money, I didn't know from any given day how much money we had, how much money we were spending. I was really afraid to look at it. And when I started looking regularly at our money, I started to develop this inherent responsibility or value towards the money that we had, and started to be less afraid of it and more in charge of it. And I think that it's ultimately what I'm hoping to instill in the people who follow me and really want to learn how to change your money landscape, is to become the director of the flow of your money, and not be dragged around behind it and afraid of it, but really become intimately involved and be in partnership with money, be in a relationship with money, with your money. And then you can literally grow it. You can become a trusted place for money to land. Money can trust you, and you can trust yourself, and you can trust money. So my little step from 2008 was to start looking at my accounts every day, 5 minutes every morning, to look and see how much money did we spend, how much money do we have coming in, what do we need to spend, and paying bills weekly. And then I developed a spreadsheet for myself. It's our monthly expenses, my bill pay spreadsheet. So then I can forecast and plan over the coming month, and sometimes even beyond that, what I need to spend, so that as a freelancer, I can sort of apply that directorship towards my business, my businesses, and also look at what we have coming in and apply it where I want to apply it. And what this has done is made me feel really confident in knowing where our money's at and what I'm going to do with it. I give every dollar a job. I love that saying that I learned from the You Need a Budget people is give every dollar a job to do. So that's a really lovely way to sort of encompass this whole idea, is that get intimately involved, give every dollar a job to do, and see how you can be the director. Once you start feeling confidence in your ability to manage your money and create money, then you really start to change things. Then that confidence in yourself, that self-trust becomes trusting money, becomes trusting yourself to be able to create money. And that changes everything. So ultimately, bottom line, that's what I want to do here, is develop in you the ability to trust yourself. And that starts with getting really confident and getting really intimately involved with your money. So for this week, how about you consider how you can do more to be more intimately involved with your money. Maybe that means paying bills every other week. Maybe it means paying it every day. So not every day, every week, but maybe every day, looking at your bank accounts, looking at your credit accounts, seeing how much money you spend, seeing how much money you have. Okay, that's it for now. Until next time.